Good morning, Year 10s. Today we are doing scientific notation, which is chapter 3G. So can you please have your reference books out? Unfortunately, I don't have the pen and things to write on, so I have to talk through this, which isn't ideal. And if you want help, please call me and I can help you at any time. But let's see how this goes. So, scientific notation is great when you have really, really big numbers or really, really small numbers, and if we want to write them so they're easy to read. So, you always aim to write it as a number between 1 and 10. So, 1 all the way up to 9.99. So, this you write as 8.1. And if you move the decimal place from here to here, let's see how many jumps you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is why it's 10 to the power of 10. It's always 10 to the power of something, and you just have to count how many jumps you do. Okay? Hopefully. So, this one, a number between 1 and 10, that number is 5.55. You always just put the decimal place after the first number. And then see how many jumps you have to do. And you have to do 11 jumps. And then this one, it's a really small number. It starts here, really small. So a number between 1 and 10, that number is 3.8 after the first number here. So it's 3.8. And not 8.3, 3.8. And how many jumps did you have to do? You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But since it's a small number, it's times 10 to the negative 5. If it was a positive 5, then you jump the other way, and that would be a big number. I mean, if it was positive 5, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. So it makes a massive difference, this negative 5, as if it was positive 5, it would look like that, which is a very different number. Alright, I will give you a few more of these, and then you have to try some yourself. So, this is a very small number, so we're going to have to put a negative onto the power of 10. So let's see, we start at 1.16. That is our number between 1 and 10. And let's do our jumps. And there are 7 jumps, so power of -7. Alright, and you have to know how to go both ways. You will get given a number, and the decimal place is here, and you have to do 12 jumps. So what I do is I tend to do all 12 jumps, then put a 0 under each one of them. So you can see the first 2 jumps are over these numbers, and then you've got 10 more jumps. So that's why there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. And just a quick, not grammar thing, but quick thing. Usually when you have heaps of zeros, you don't separate them with commas in maths, because commas can be used for other things. So you usually group them into groups of 3. Alright, and then my last example is 4.9 times 10 to the -7. So we start with the decimal here, and we have to go 7 jumps in that direction. And the decimal ends here. So if we do 7 jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The decimal goes here, and you put 1 more 0 at the start. Okay. That is the video. You may need to pause this a lot because I want all of these examples down. And since I'm not actually writing much, you should be writing the steps so you know how to do this later. Okay, so look out for some work to do because obviously you guys need to practice this. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is significant figures. When it's written, this is called scientific notation, and when it's written in scientific notation, it's easy to see how many significant figures there are. There's 1, 2. When it's written in standard form, these zeros aren't significant at all. So there are two significant figures here, 4 and 9. These aren't significant. So let's have a look at further up. Why aren't you scrolling? This number, this huge number, only has 3 significant figures. These zeros are just placeholders. They're just here to tell us there's 0, 1, 0, 10, 0, hundreds. They're pretty useless. They're just placeholders. This 854, that is what is significant. Alright, so all these, this only has 2 significant figures, 3. These zeros are just placeholders.